Tattoos by Tyler Childers is going to be played in standard tuning and capoed on the 2nd fret of the guitar, and what I'll be showing you here is kind of a combination of ways that I've seen him play it live when looking at videos on YouTube. It's going to be being played out of G-shaped formation in the opening riff. Will happen with hammer-ons and pull-offs. You'll first strike the open 4th string and then hammer on with your 2nd finger to the 4th string, 2nd fret. So, and then behind that you'll immediately hit the open 3rd string. Then you'll put your 2nd finger down on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, pluck that, and then you'll pull off to the open 3rd string so that you've got, and then you'll put your 2nd finger back down on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and slide it up to the 3rd string, 4th fret. In this slide, it sounds and looks like sometimes Tyler Childers puts his 1st finger down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and he tends to hit that on an upstroke of his pick. So strike down with your pick on 2nd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret while you're sliding to the 4th fret, and then strike up with your pick where your 1st finger falls down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then you'll strike back down with your pick and immediately slide back down and pull off with your 2nd finger. So your 2nd finger striking down with your pick on 2nd finger, 3rd string, 4th fret, slide 2nd finger back down to 3rd string, 2nd fret, and then pull off. So we have got very slowly coming together. And then, so you're hitting the open 3rd string again, and then 2nd finger to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and pull off to the open 4th string. And then it goes into a G chord. Tyler seems to pull up into this G chord from the 6th string, 2nd fret up to the 6th string, 3rd fret, and then just kind of fleshing out the rest of that G chord with 2nd finger going down, with ring finger remaining on 6th string, 3rd fret, 2nd finger going down on 5th string, 2nd fret, open 4, open 3, open 2, and then pinky finger coming back to the 1st string, 3rd fret. So that intro again, very slowly. And then we've got, so the way that you're going to do that part is inside of the G chord, Tyler hits the open 3rd string twice, and then moves with the pinky to the 4th string, 4th fret, 1st finger to the 4th string, 2nd fret. So we've got open the 4th string, and then you're going to hammer on with your 1st finger to the 5th string, 2nd fret. So hit the open 5th string, and then immediately hammer on with your 1st finger to the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then hit the open 4th string, and then the open 3rd string. So that part inside of the G chord is coming together like this very slowly. And then it hits the G chord again, and then repeats. And then it walks up to a D. Sometimes Tyler walks it up by just going 5th string, 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, and then the D chord. Sometimes he walks it all the way up by going 5th string, 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 4th fret, and then into the D chord. So the D chord will be a standard D chord where you hit first the open 4th string, 1st finger will go down to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, ring finger goes down to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and 2nd finger sometimes goes down on the 1st string, 2nd fret, sometimes it just remains off and the 1st string is avoided altogether. But inside of this D chord, after you hit it once, you'll then immediately hit it again and pull off your 1st finger from the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then back into the G chord. So here's the intro all the way through, one time very slowly. Or the walk-up would be. Once you get that intro down, we then move into the verse. The verse is going to begin on a G chord, standard G chord, same as before, and then it's going to move into a C chord, and then back to the G chord. Inside the C chord, so the C chord, Tyler moves with his ring finger to the 5-string 3rd fret. First finger comes back to the 2nd string 1 fret, and then after striking the 5th string where your ring finger is, he strikes across the rest of the chord with the pick and hammers on with his 2nd finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, and then kind of lets the 2nd finger come back off and then moves back on the G chord. Inside of this G chord, like every other time, in some versions he hammers back down with just his 2nd finger to the 4th string 3rd fret and then pulls it back off. In other versions, he hammers on into kind of a full C feel inside of the G chord with his 2nd finger and 1st finger. 2nd finger still going down to the 4th string 2nd fret, and then 1st finger simultaneously hammering down onto the 2nd string 1st fret, and then pulling that back off before G chord, and then back to the C chord, G chord, hammer on, back up to the C chord, back down to the G chord, hammer on inside of that little G chord to the C feel, back to the C chord, back to the G chord, and then walk up to the D. And pull off inside of the D chord before returning to the G. And again, that walk up to the D sometimes is just 5-string 2nd fret, 5-string 3rd fret into the D chord. Sometimes he decides to go the full walk and go 5 2nd, 5 3rd, 5 4th before D chord, pulling off 1st finger from the 3rd string 2nd fret and then back on the G chord. Whenever it goes to the chorus is going to be a D chord. Inside of the D chord of the chorus, you can hear him lift up his 1st finger and then hammer it back down into the D position on the 3rd string 2nd fret. Also in the chorus on the D chord, he definitely ends up putting his 2nd finger down on the 1st string 2nd fret, kind of after the first half of the D chord. So the first half might be, and then the second half is putting down the 2nd finger to the 1st string 2nd fret, and then it goes to an E minor chord. The E minor will be 2nd finger to the 5th string 2nd fret, ring finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, strumming from the open 6 down with everything else being open. Inside of the E minor chord, you can hear Tyler lift up his 2nd finger and hammer on to the 5th string 2nd fret, and then into the C chord. And sometimes he decides to do that walk down in the C chord like that. Sometimes he doesn't. But if you want to do that, inside of the C chord, he's hammering on with the 2nd finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, and then hammering on with his pinky finger to the 4th string 3rd fret, and then striking again with a pick and pulling off from pinky to pulling off from pinky to where the 2nd finger is still at on the 4th string 2nd fret, and then pulling off his 2nd finger to expose the open 4th string, and that's coming together like this. So one strike of the pick, then pulling off all the way down to the 4th string open, and then he strikes the C chord and hammers down again with his 2nd finger to the 4th string 2nd fret, and then hits the open 4th string, moves down to the 5th string 2nd fret with the 2nd finger, hits the open 5th string, and then back into the G chord. So that's coming together like this very slowly. Or, and then it just goes back into the verse run again, and eventually rolls back around to that opening lick. So those are the movements, the chords, and the riffs to Tattoos by Tyler Childers. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to approach the song.